Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I don't know what started first there, the leak and the damage or the pest intrusion, but now you got both. It's probably the gutters clogged up and it's been leaking onto that roof decking, but you've had squirrels and critters getting up there now too.
So what's the first sign that you have a pest problem without a gaping hole in your roof?
That you have a pest problem without a gaping hole in the roof?
Yeah.
A serious pest problem, in my experience, usually gives itself away by smell. You get that animal urine smell in the house.
So let's say you're living in your house and you don't know the difference in smell because it's just normal to you.
And you get used to it every day. What we usually hear reported is noises, skittering, scampering, scraping. People will hear stuff in the middle of the night in the attic. They'll hear stuff in the walls. So I think for most people, the usual first sign is actually probably odd noises in the house, animal noises in the house, not necessarily the smell.
And we know that this house has been vacant for about 1.5 years.
Yep.
So these critters are going to be quiet during the day.
Probably, although we're disturbing their routine by being here. Remember, they're trying to come inside for the same reasons we do, shelter and warmth and, protection from the elements. And if this house has been sitting here vacant for 2 years, they're used to nobody being around. So we may very well hear something inside. And given the weather, they've probably been driven a little bit inside. So we haven't been up in the attic yet. Won't be surprised if we find nesting materials and lots of evidence of squirrels and mice and maybe raccoons in the crawl space. Maybe that's part of the smell, but it's been sitting empty and it's provided a home for pests. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.